Hey, what's going on, guys? Reed here, and I'm back with another video. And this time, we're going to be talking about how to create an installation USB for Windows and use it on another computer. So to get started, first you're going to need to go to Microsoft's webpage and download the ISO. Keep in mind that for the Windows 7 ISO, you are going to need the product key for that. Unless you go to like a different software to download it. But I just googled download Windows, then your version. In this case, we are going to be doing 8. Let's actually do 10. It shows up. You want to click the one right here for Microsoft.com. Check it right here. Should say disk image ISO file. It won't let you download that. A word of advice. You have to download that from Microsoft's media creation tool. You go here, press download tool now. The page is still loading. Alright. So then you go here, you press download tool now. This will give you access to the media creation tool. Now this tool can also be used to upgrade a PC to Windows 10 from Windows 7 or 8.1. Make sure you don't check that box. I'm in Windows 8.1 for this video. But I'm not actually going to install onto this computer. I'm just going to show you. So once that's downloaded, find where it is in the download photo. Coding overloaded. It doesn't matter, I don't think. My encoder is overloaded. Okay, but then you'll find me a creation tool. It looks like I already had it downloaded. Then you just double click it. You will need admin privileges to run it. I'll go ahead and press yes to that. It's gonna load. And you should see this little Windows logo. Give it a minute, it'll get a few things ready. This can take a minute or so, but keep in mind the steps it's doing are critical. And what I noticed in this is it creates these two folders here when you do that, and an additional one called ESD. Now it does not stand for electrostatic discharge. ESD stands for electronic software distribution. Basically, electronic software distribution is basically like installing Windows or Ubuntu or whatever, Oracle Solaris and a few others too. I've actually never been able to get Oracle Solaris to work. But yeah, so this is getting a few things ready. Keep in mind, we're going to switch the camera to my phone for the part where we have to install it because it requires a reboot for sure. If you check the box that says upgrade this PC now, don't fret. If you're already running Windows 10, it shouldn't change much. You should still have your files and everything. And it should look the same, really. But if you're running Windows 8.1 like I am, then it's not always a good thing. By the way, guys, how do you like the audio quality? Because I recently got this new desktop mic. Man, I'm really liking it. I hope this video is not slow because it just said my encoder overloaded. If it's slow for you guys, please let me know so I can fix that. Let's see how it's doing now. Nope, it doesn't say it anymore. Okay, it's done. The first thing you're going to be displayed is the license agreement, of course. You can scroll through this, read all this blah 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 stuff I don't care about really. Used to care about. And press decline if you don't like it. But keep in mind that pressing decline, you won't be able to do this. So you have to press accept. Then you're back to the same screen again. This one doesn't take as long usually. For some reason it's loading the license agreement that takes the longest. It's probably because in this, what's happening in the background is under BT, Windows BT, and Windows WS. This is mainly log files, but this is where all the stuff is. Like, it has to load all these files. But those folders, I didn't have to give myself access to those. Typically, you can safely delete them after this process is done, including the ESD folder. The next thing you should see is what do you want to do screen. This screen will tell you if you want to upgrade the PC to Windows 10 or from Windows 7 or 8.1 or 8 even, or if you want to create installation media. In this case, we want to do installation media, of course, because that's really, why else would we do this? We're not upgrading Windows 10 right now. Also, I don't know if this PC I'm running here is capable of that. Okay, we finally got to this next screen. Now, upgrade this PC now is checked by default. You want to check this one if you're going to create installation media. Press next. Here you can select your language if you want English or whatnot. Edition is typically Windows 10. It's valid for Windows 10 Pro and the Home, I'm pretty sure. But I actually think this USB contains all the editions. You just have to select them and enter the right hotkey. You can select both, you can select 64-bit. In this case, we're going to use the 64-bit. Now you can select USB flash drive. This is what I'm going to do. Got my little handy dandy USB. Plug that in. Now I've already created it for the sake of this. But you select it, go here, select that drive. Then you press next and do it. Now you need to select ISO file if you're going to use a DVD for this. You'll select it. It'll download. You'll save it somewhere, and then it'll download it and all that, and then you'll burn it using Windows DVD Burner. Now this USB I have created is for Windows 8.1. Steps are really the same. But now we're going to transfer to my phone camera because really this isn't really going to work on here because I have to reboot. Okay guys, we're on my phone camera now. Got my setup, got all my PCs and stuff, and heck, there's even another one here. And now we're going to install. So go to your PC, make sure the USB or DVD is still inserted. Important. Or shut down. Or you can also do these steps if you use another PC like this one for a PC that doesn't have an operating system on it. This is another way you can do it. Alright, turn it on again. And I'm going to press F12 multiple times to select the boot menu. It might be a different key for you. For HPs, it's typically Escape. Toshiba's probably F12 also, and so on. Lenovo's have a special button on the side you have to press. Select USB device from the menu. It may also say some other details about it. Just select that device. It should turn right on. If it says press any key to boot from USB, you got a matter of seconds to do that. So you have to press that. I don't think I was able to press it in time. Okay, I'm just gonna... That's my fault, guys. Sorry about that. Let's try this again. When you see the screen, it's typically when you press the F12 key, because it says up there. USB device. I'm ready for you, prompt. Got it. I don't know why I pressed it like a few different keys down at the same time and it didn't work. You might see this Windows logo. That's normal because this PC doesn't really support UEFI. You might also see the Dell logo or your manufacturer, but that means it supports UEFI. Basically, there's just two different boot options. UEFI is like Windows 8.8, 8.1 and above, but they can also use BIOS. And then Windows 7 and below has to use BIOS. BIOS is older. Older PCs that don't support UEFI have to have a special bootloader installed for that. But this one here supports BIOS only, so that's why I'm seeing this instead. When you turn it on and you see the Windows logo instead of like the HP logo and then the loading screen, then you know you have BIOS. Basically. That's the best way for me to identify it. And you know it's booting when you see that loading icon right there. You know it's failing to boot if it doesn't, or is still trying to boot from the device if you don't see that loading icon. Okay, now that screen has gone away, you're taken to this screen. Windows 8. Select your language. However, there's only one language I can install because I've created the USB for English. But time and currency format, you can change that. Keyboard input methods, select US if you're in the US. Now, here's where it's really cool. You see that little option down there? Repair computer gives you an access to a recovery menu. A copy of the recovery menu right here. You can refresh, reset the PC, use start or prepare, use command prompt, and all that stuff. No, Alexa, I don't need to talk to you right now. And so on. But I'm just going to turn that off. From there, you can just follow the instructions in the installation program. Should guide you through the rest. And really, but keep in mind, during the setup, if you're asked to provide a product key, you must enter the one you got from this PC. If you don't have one, there should be an I don't have a product key option in Windows 10. Windows 8.1 doesn't have this, which is an issue, so you'll have to pirate it or do something, which I don't recommend. But with Windows 10, if you select I don't have a product key because you already entered one or are reinstalling a different edition or something, or just reinstalling the same edition, it'll activate itself automatically if you just select that option. So yeah, guys, I think that's going to do it for this video, everyone. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you find this helpful. If you have any issues, feel free to just chat with me in the comment section below. I'm happy to help you guys out. So yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys